What's the word? How you feeling, man?
I
We
mean,
blessed out here.
man, look, I get to talk to you. This is the second time I done talked to you today, so you know I'm feeling
Man,
good. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I
man.
get to talk to my locker mate, I feel good. It makes my
Today is
spirits
a
feel
good day.
lifted. It's a
Like
great
Ice
day.
Cube said, it's
Come
a
on,
good
man.
day.
Come on, man. You know what it is. You know what it is. And my people in the chat, shout out to everybody. I see Rod Dollar, Steely Macaphiliac, and Javi Berg 420 giving you the big time birthday shout outs because they did not forget you.
Why didn't I know this?
They
Salute.
didn't forget you. He's a
Salute.
January 1st baby.
January
He
first,
sparked off the new year.
salute.
Yeah. He sparked off the new year.
I need to mark it down.
Yeah,
on my
so
calendar.
so definitely wanted to give you the happy birthday on the podcast.
Salute,
You know what I'm
salute,
saying? Big time
salute.
love, man. I see you out there
Appreciate it.
making your rounds too. You done been to you was at the bowl game for Penn State. I see you down there at the bowl game down in Georgia. I'm like, bro, you everywhere right now.
I just know somebody that knows somebody. That's all
Yeah.
that is,
I'm
man.
like, bro, TG, he had all the hot games. I'm like, yo,
I just-
who you got in the natty? Like, you got the plug? Like, what's happening here? Because you know everybody. It's crazy.
Hey, listen. First of all, I was so wrong. I did not see TCU doing that. Like,
Oh, yeah, that was nuts.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I was so wrong. I'm wrong on a couple things though. I'm coming to admit my truth. Feel me?
He said he got to admit his truth.
I'm coming. Did you see that paper I sent you? I texted you.
Hey, oh, I got you. Hold, give me a second. I'm gonna show it to Deke. All right, because he didn't see it. I'm gonna make sure he sees it. This is what your boy texted me. All right. Now this was Monday, obviously before everything took place in the game.
Wow. Listen, I don't think you need to apologize.
He simply, I'm showing it on camera. I don't know if y'all can see this.
I feel like you've been on the Kenny Pickett train like these last
I never
couple
was
months.
against Kenny.
It's for the audio only.
You
crowd,
were a little too pro Mitch, I think.
for the audio only crowd. My dog TG texted me a picture of this form. It's a Kenny Pickett apology form. And one of the reasons why he felt the need to apologize, it says reasons for behavior. I only look at box scores. I wanted to draft Malik Willis. You're a Ravens, Browns, or Bengals fan.
Right.
You blamed him for awful play calling.
Right.
You made fun of him for small hands.
Right.
Or
Or
I'm a Penn State / West Virginia fan. And that is where TG followed up said picture with, I'm a WVU fan.
I checked off my box.
So ladies and gentlemen, TG, if he's not one thing, he is definitely accountable and very much self-aware. So shout out to the homie for that, man. Yes.
K8 made me a believer. I believe that. Nah, I think that was the drive that's gonna change his career. Like I think
Let's
that was
go.
the one. I think that was it. I seen something. I seen that I was looking to see.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, what was that?
Okay.
I was actually like, what was that? I was in shock. Like,
Yeah.
what was that?
Let's
He
go.
rolled out, spun out, hit him on the run. I'm like, what was that?
Patrick Mahomes asked.
It's getting freaky
Who
over here.
was that?
It's getting freaky over here.
Listen, I don't think you need the apology for him, though.
Hey.
I don't think you were hating on Pickett at all, really.
I
You've been
wasn't
saying
hating.
every week, like, I like what I'm seeing.
I just didn't believe, but I didn't know it was that. That looked like
Oh, so you were still thinking Bryce Young a little bit for next year.
I was
Like,
never thinking Price, but I didn't think this was.
Or were you thinking
that.
CJ? Because you text
No,
me on
definitely
you
was-
you text me Monday
That's right.
night. The games took place on Saturday though. Yeah. The games took place. So was your energy that on Saturday when you was in attendance, or did this
No.
shift afterwards?
It was the rollout for me.
It was the
It was
rollout.
the rollout,
Okay.
and he hit Najee on the run on the dot. I was like, who is
Uh-huh.
that?
Okay.
I didn't believe what I seen.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
He threw a cover 2 dagger that
He
was
did.
so pretty. I'm like,
He
who
did.
is that?
He did.
He
He
let
started
it rip.
anticipating it. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
I'm like, I didn't know he
different.
had that in the book. I'd never
Yeah.
seen that.
That's
My
different.
whole time of Kenny Pickett, I'd never
Right.
seen that. He
Yeah.
didn't do that in college. He didn't do that.
That's
in
different.
Right.
That's
That
very
was
different. Yeah.
I don't know if that was a moment. I don't want to get too high.
Yeah.
But he got my attention.
But
very
the stakes
hard.
as well. That was the other
The
part. When you
stakes,
talk prime time,
whole-
Ravens, you just lost to them a couple weeks ago. All of that, yeah.
To stay alive in the playoffs.
Yeah,
And you step up and throw that.
And they was talking all week, or not all week, but even all night about how great that Ravens defense is in the red zone, how tough they are to score on, and this is a gotta have it situation and all that other stuff. But nah, it was definitely impressive, man.
The Pickens the week before, I didn't believe. I was like, they must have covered.
Fair.
I thought he made something happen.
Hey. What do you call it? Backhand King. I see you, TG. Backhand King in the building. Hey, New Year, same TG though. Don't get it twisted. Just cause he had a birthday, just because it's the year 2023, TG still gonna have that backhand compliment game strong. All right, not strong, it's strong. Okay, stop playing with him.
But that was pretty. That was a pretty roll. It was the rollout.
Yeah.
To get the shoulders together.
Yeah.
And to throw it in the window.
It was clean. That was clean.
I'm like, all right.
That was clean.
But now you've shown me you can do that. So now that's what I'm looking for.
That's the expectation now. Yeah.
The expectation is that we could be down by 5.
Yep.
With 30 seconds to go.
On the road.
Seconds to go.
On the road.
And feel comfortable.
Yep.
That's what he told me.
That's the standard now. Yes.
That's what I heard.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
I'm with you. Yes.
To my other point.
But wait, there's more. Because I don't know where Deke was about to go with this, because he's ready to get in here. I've seen a ton of people in the chat bringing up a ton of people in the chat.
They think there's a apology form missing.
because they like the first apology form. They did, but they definitely feel like we only halfway there. I don't know if you feel the same. But it's a lot of people in the chat saying that you leaving something off of your apology.
I only brought one apology for it. I only brought one.
TG said, I'm standing on business. He said, I said what I said, and I'm 10 toes down. Oh, Lord, here we go.
But let me set the record.
Here we go.
I seen the value of it. I seen the value of it.
Okay.
And I know 31 other teams seen that value the other night.
I can't stand this dude.
I think the time is now. Sit it down and ship it out and go get everything. It's hot right now. Ship it out.
He definitely has hit a second-round pick value.
I think you can get a second for it right now. It's hot.
I can't stand you for bringing that up, because swear me and Deke was laughing. We was low-key like, yo, I think Najee value done went up, bro. The way he been running, bro. I think the value done went up.
You can get a 2 for this, right? It's ready. It's ready.
Why do you do this, bro? Why do you do this?
I will say this. I seen totally the value of it. I seen what it is. It's meant for the cold. It's meant for this time.
Bro, he's a bruiser. He gonna body punch you to death. He's George Foreman. Y'all want Ali. L. Bell was Ali. Big, flashy. Ali. He was Ali. It looked great. You could root behind it. Yes. This is George Foreman. This is they going Joe Frazier. Like, that's what we're looking at right here. He the body, but he gonna chop wood. Rocky Balboa. Like, it ain't pretty. But he gonna outwork you. He gonna give you that. Yeah, that's what he on.
Now, I'll be real. I think this is what they need. I think if you keep it, you have to get because I like 30 a lot, man. I was texting
30 clean.
Like
30 clean.
I'd like to see his confidence come up a little bit harder, because I think he got to carry the first half of the season when it's hot.
I'm with you.
And when it get cold, I think you bring this 270-pound running back that's in there.
Almost like the Packers with Aaron Jones and Dillon.
Time out, though. Time out. You hear the backhand king. This 270-pound back, bro.
I'm saying he ran heavy. He ran heavy. He looked like a bruiser. He was a dog this weekend. I was like, whoa, what's that? He came through the hole on a split zone, jumped
You
over the
seen
lineman.
it? You see
I'm
that
like,
was the one.
who's
That was the play when he jumped through. I said,
Yeah.
"Whoa!" I said, "Won't get that too much now."
Yeah,
That
I'm like,
was.
well, what's that?
Hey, but TG, the one that got me was this though, bro. How when he would get up, usually he turned around and walked to the huddle. He was wolfing out that thing.
Yeah,
He was
I don't know
barking
who that
at
was.
dudes like the dress was shaking. I'm like, yo, he really on something tonight. Like,
I don't know who that was.
That's
when
the
he scored, he
version.
took the towel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, bring the beef back. I'm here for it. Bring the beef back. Like,
Hey,
I
major
love-
beef. You know that's
know
how it
it
has to be too, bro.
And you know the Ravens are petty.
Oh,
You remember the
Bro,
Ravens
no,
played
no, no.
the Titans anyway doing the Ravens are petty.
Dude. Let's not act like 3 weeks ago they was over there having a pet ride when the renegade. Oh yeah. We know what it is. So that's
Ravens
why
are petty.
that's
Don't
why
think
I
it's over,
love to
yeah.
see that. When I saw Najee doing that, and when I saw Pickens walk over Stevens 21, when he caught the pass, walked over, I said, oh, okay. And when Stevens ain't do nothing either, I said, oh, you know we call that. We can't do it because we trying to be family friendly, but you know what that is. We say, hey, you ain't walking over TG. I know that.
We got to get a 15-yarder. We got to understand.
Hey, bro.
You got to understand this 15-yarder.
I can assure you ain't walking over that. I can assure you. I don't know what they doing on that side. TG, you bro, everybody have an opinion on Blake. Remember, everybody, Antoine Blake, Zill, everybody. I bet you ain't gonna walk over him like that. I don't care what y'all on. It's certain. I'm like, bro, you don't do it, that. But that's what you want to say. Shout out Zilla. You know what it is, man. That's
Zilla
what you said.
Zilla would have struck with 30 seconds left in the fourth.
Because when I'm looking at 21, obviously he was a replacement out there and stuff like that. So he was having a little bit rough time. But you still gotta have some type of respect for yourself, baby. You ain't just letting no man just step up over you like that, and it was so unnecessary too. That's the other part. I'm like, bruh.
I feel like the beef is bad.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
But I love that though. Like that's how you want it though. You know that's how you want it. You know that's how you want it. Come on,
man. If they can see each other in that wild card somehow, man.
Ooh.
That would be pretty nice fight. I
don't know how that would work right now.
I don't think we can.
Yeah, with the seed and stuff. I don't know how that
playing
works.
The Bills or the Bengals.
Yeah. I don't think we can.
Because the Ravens can't win the division anymore.
Lamar even playing?
If the Ravens win this weekend, they win the division.
No, you're right. Hold on, because if they win the division, that's what I'm trying to think. If they win the division, could we catch them in the wild card?
Yeah.
The Ravens?
Yeah.
No, I don't think we can. I don't think
that 7
we can't do anything better than the 7.
Yeah, we'll still be in that 7 spot. So we're going to face that 2 seed, whoever it is. Yeah.
And I don't think Ravens can get the 2 seed.
Yeah.
Oh, my man. How could we get this again?
Nah, without a doubt, bro. Like, and you know what it is too, man. Anytime you see him multiple times in the season, man, we done had a 3-timer one time. We done had a 3-timer with them, 3 times with Cincy like that. That's when it get weird.
That's when it get weird.
Like, yo, you don't know what's finna happen. Just extra security out here, all right? It's getting crazy.
3 times is tough. It's gonna be a fight.
Facts. Now, we do gotta, go back a little bit to, stuff that did happen on Monday. Obviously transitioning from that Steelers game. But yeah, we obviously have one of our NFL brothers, going through it right now, Damar Hamlin, and the situation that he's dealing with. Did want to give you a chance to kind of, share your thoughts on that scenario, man. If you have a personal relationship with Damar, if you had a story about him, man, that you might, want to share anything like that, man. I just want to let you get some time to at least address your feelings on this too, man.
Yeah, my prayers, my concerns, my love is with Damar in the situation, and honestly with everybody that was around it too. Obviously he's the main, but with him, his family, everybody that was out there, that was a traumatic moment to watch and see. You could see the players' eyes. Dudes were out there shook, like completely shook. So my prayers is with him. You know what I mean? I hear he's getting better. So any good news is good news. So I think that's a good thing. I know Damar is one of the good guys though. He's one of the good guys of the world. I actually just looked at an interview of him 2 seconds ago, and he was just talking about how, you got to cherish all these moments. He was talking about playing with his childhood friend and how you never know. And I thought that was real. That was just a deep moment, because it's like it would be you to say that in this moment.
Yeah.
Me personally, like I was trying to get into that Pittsburgh kickball game a couple months back, and I know Damar and Kenny Robinson and Miles, all those
Yeah.
boys, the pit to the pros boys, they were putting it together. And Tyler Boyd, I know T Boyd pretty well. I was trying to get into the game and I was asking Damar, like, could I get into the game?
Mhm.
And he was just such a good spirit about it. He was just trying to work to get me in. He was helpful. He's a good-hearted person. So it's always, you never want to see nobody go down like that, but just such a good-hearted person. You just want to see him, get better, get healthy. You just keep on,
And
it seemed like the whole world behind him right now. So I think that's
facts.
That's dope. That's dope how the communities come together for it.
Yeah, and I did want to ask you too, man, just in the sense of mentally, how do you transition to prepare for a game? Because obviously me and you, we talked about, the Shazier incident, just because how it affected both of us and our mental process. But if you could, man, just talk about, like, how do you, if you're a player right now, what is that like for you mentally to have to prepare yourself to try to go out there on a Sunday, man?
It's almost like a double-headed sword, but it's like you have a job. You have a job to do. You have a job to do. You have family. You have your family. You have people that are depending on you in the sense of your teammates, your football family. So you still got to get prepared to do your job.
Yeah.
You still have to get prepared to go out there and put your best foot forward. And a lot of these teams are in situations that you're still trying to make a playoff push. So I think you have to, it's like you have to you got to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
You got to just keep moving forward. It's one of the moments, like, it's a terrible moment. It's a terrible incident that happened. We hate that it happened, but we have to keep moving forward. We have to keep getting better in a sense of a community. I think we keep him around in everything. You don't forget about it.
Facts.
You put him on the decals. You put his picture up everywhere. You keep posting his charities. Keep posting stuff that he cares about. And just let it be known, like, we have your back. It from what it sounds like is he is getting better, and I think that's the main thing. That some good news is good news. So Lord's willing, he comes out of this.
Yeah, facts.
Feeling better, and it's like he can walk into something.
Yeah.
Like,
No, absolutely, man. No, absolutely. Yeah, and it's one of them reminders, like, how quickly everything can change. I mean, we hear the league average 2.5 years and all that, and we kind of like never really believe it until it's certain things like this where you're like, man, no, this is part of why when we talk about this game and why it's such a short window, because you just never know when that final snap is going to happen because of how violent it can get at times, man.
Yeah, you just truly never know.
No.
And it's like, it'll be interesting to see, like, what happens, how everything goes.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to say this, and I had this thought, because say he comes back, everything's all good. You know what I mean? It's just one of them freak incidents. Does he play anything? Do we want to see him play? You know what I mean?
Well, because that was the dynamic with Shea. Remember when Shea started rehabbing?
Shea wanted to play again.
He was rehabbing it. People were like, it was like that touchy, that hot topic. Like, yo, do you want him to really be out there or not? Like,
it's crazy. It's crazy because this is a worse. I don't want to say a worse or better. Seems to be per se a worse because this was almost death. But to me, it was almost like that. Shazier was like, I don't know.
It felt as heavy. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
It felt
growing up as an athlete, especially a football player. That neck is like
it's
that's
scary,
like,
bro.
Yeah, that's the most scariest thing. Like,
that's the one you don't want.
Like this.
Yeah.
You don't think of something like what just happened here, but something like with Shazier, because I had a high school teammate, something like that happened before, and it's like I've seen life after that. I've seen different things, and it's like that was always the scariest thing in the world to me. That was always like, you don't want to do that. That was always the fear of the fears. So to me, like, it's just so traumatic, but it's kind of like one of them things, like, was it a freak moment that he possibly comes back from? Was it a freak moment and he'll go about living life
but permanently be altered or anything? You're right. Absolutely. Because and it was such a routine thing. That was the other part. Like, it's not like that's a tackle that, when we talk about Shazier, we look at that and we say, man, has he made a tackle like that before? Yes. But we know the likelihood of you getting seriously hurt doing that, the chances are higher. So we understood it, and that's kind of how we would come to acceptance and come to peace with the situation. It was like, all right, we get why that happened. But with this scenario, it's very different because it wasn't as if it was some high flying or real violent play. It looked really mundane and routine. And then even he got up and it looked normal until it wasn't normal. And that's the dynamic where it's just like, I don't even know how those dudes are going to go forward with it. But at the same time, I understand how they would, because that's what we all technically had to do in a moment, you know, in our careers and stuff like that.
I mean, you know, we for sure go on forward with it. And I understand the different, it's life, and it's not about that. It's about his life. And I understand that it is. And it's like, it's unfortunate that in the world we live in, a lot of this football is life in a sense of when you're in it. Like, it's all you know, it's all you see when you're in it, it feels like. So it's like, I don't know. It's almost like it definitely keeps going on. You know, it's a lot of people's livelihood. It's a lot of people dependent on different things, you know, for in terms of the games being played and
I mean, it's so much that's impacted by this. I mean, we focus a lot on the team element in terms of playoff stand-ins and seeding and stuff. But I mean, we could take it a step further. Contracts matter too, in terms of, does this person, did you make it into a postseason? Where did your team finish statistically and all that other stuff? Were escalators and different things. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money that's also, you know, tied up in this situation as well, man. So that's. Yeah, that is what makes it such.
I was curious to know the stat on how they handled the game being stopped. Do you refund all those people?
Like
I'd be curious to know the stat.
And it was in the first quarter. I see what you mean.
Yeah, like on everything though. I know from the betting aspect of it, because that's a major part of society.
Oh yeah, you talk about the fantasy football stuff. It's money and all that stuff. Yeah,
you know. Yeah. It was championship week in terms of fantasy footballs, and I know that doesn't matter. Those are minute things to this human's life. But I'm just saying the NFL literally is a factory.
Yeah,
like we talk, it's a factory,
the machine, bro. We call it the machine. You know that thing, that $1 billion business.
So many moving parts in there. Like, you know, from the ticket, like whoever the ticket lady is in the stadium, like that your job just totally, you know, like so. Absolutely. It's just. It's a lot of give and take that comes with that. I just think I know they keep playing. Like, I have zero doubt that they keep playing.
Do you think they play games this weekend?
Yes, I think they play games this weekend.
What do you think they do with
in terms of that
the Bengals Bills?
Bills, but also because that game. But then also, do you think Bills and Bengals play their respective games this week? Obviously, Buffalo versus New England, because we have a lot of, you know, when we talk about the ramifications. Part of the playoff conversation here is very much dependent on that game as well.
I think they all for sure play.
Okay.
I think these are the reasons they play. For one, I think you have to play. I think once again, like I said, it is a big business.
Yeah.
You know, the business does continue even through tragedy and whatnot.
Well, the unfortunate thing is supply and demand. We know for every player that's out there that might be severely traumatized and will take a hard stance and say, I'm never going to play again. It's going to be another 100,000 other people
ready to go,
willing to go for less. And that's the other unfortunate part of it as well, man. When you talk about, you know, this being the only place that you're going to do this, it's not like if you're working at FedEx, hey, man, I'm pissed off. I don't want to do this. I want to take a real stance. Let me go work at UPS. You don't get that luxury in the NFL. It's here or nowhere. So, yeah.
Right. So, I mean, they definitely play. They definitely play. I think also, like I said, he's kind of giving out a little bit of a positive, like, I don't want to say positive review, but he's giving a review. Yeah. Like, we know that he's still here. We know that he's fighting. He's getting better, or he's gotten better. I really truly believe, and I was talking to you, I believe that if he just gives some type of signal or something, if somebody can just give a message that he's okay or gonna be
if they can go from critical to stable, or from sedated to he's awake, like,
then they finish that game. Then they would have finished that game.
Yeah.
But I believe it was such a panic of what is that? Like, I've never seen that before.
Absolutely.
that it made it like, all right, we gotta stop this tonight. I don't know what they do moving forward though. Only because the ramifications of the game matter.
Yeah. Because it's such a big game. That's the
Yeah, did they like push the playoffs back a week potentially?
I mean, because you have that built in the Super Bowl week. That's like the extra week, and then obviously Super Wild Card week.
But can you do that? Like they
I
already
don't
got
know,
stuff
bro.
booked out for the Super Bowl. You already got stuff in stone.
Well, because I'm just saying, like in the sense of, you know how usually like when the conference championships are done, you got like that week, and then it's actually like the following week where the Super Bowl is really played.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can push the start.
You just
back,
have the
maybe?
Super Bowl after
like
the
right,
AFC
like that
and
following
NFC
week. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Instead
like,
of having a 2 week.
So
it's
instead
so
of
much bigger than that.
It's a lot, bro.
It's so much bigger than that.
It's a lot.
You already got your halftime show booked.
Yeah.
Set.
But
you keep the Super Bowl the same day.
You're not touching that day. We're saying instead of starting Super Wild Card week as soon as week 18 ends, have them replay that game as soon as week 18 ends, and you're pushing that wild card week just 1 week back.
And you don't have the 2 weeks.
And you just don't have the 2 weeks in between.
Championship and the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you would just have
at that
game.
Point, you don't know who's going to be in the divisionals
yeah.
or the conference championship anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of how I thought of it.
I could see something like that.
But I don't. Yeah, but it's so like you said, it's a lot of money involved with them playoff weeks, man. Them TV deals, them TV schedules. They don't just agree upon this like today. This is like already in advance type stuff. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I can see some. I think they're gonna play that game.
Yeah.
At some point, they're gonna bring those two teams together, and they're gonna play that game. They're gonna have a memorial type moment for them. They're gonna do a lot of sentimental stuff. But they're going to play that game. Like,
yeah, I mean, because it matters too much in terms of seeding. I mean, if you're Buffalo and you've been fighting all year to get the 1 seed, this happens and now you get the 2 seed and you got to go on the road again, you're pissed. But if you're Cincinnati and you're fighting for that 1 seed and now it's like, hey, man, we end up being the 3 or something because of this, you pissed. So I'm you're right, they got to play the game somehow.
Like we just said, Baltimore's trying to win the division.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just a lot of
moving pieces with it, man.
Yeah, what do we do with this?
A lot of moving pieces.
I think it's a mess, but they gotta sort something out. They have to do something. They can't just let it be a no contest. It can't be that. Like they have to. They got to do something with it.
Yeah.
They got to do something. I think they have to play it. It's just a matter of when they play it. But I think they gotta play it.
No, that sounds
too big of a game.
Yeah, I'm with you on it. I'm with you. Yeah, we'll see what the scheduling looks like, man. But I'm definitely with you on that. All right. So now I do want to transition back to Steeler Nation. Unless you have something you tapping in?
No, I'm good.
All right. Because before we had called you up, we did have a question come in, and I just wanted you to be involved in this conversation. It's from Luca in the chat. He was saying that, he thinks that Najee Harris having a Jaylen Warren to help with the load, and they're wondering if that would essentially give Najee more than 5 years to stay elite. How do you feel about that?
I think if they could take some of the wear and tear off of him, I do think he'll stay elite. I think he's a big back. I think his game is meant for the winner. Like he's built for the winner right now. Like that's a heavy back. I've seen some true. Yeah, he ran hard.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real. I just don't want to give him the. I'm not trying to say like that, but I'm not gonna put the crown on it yet. Like I think he's everything. I do think he's everything.
Is he elite? Is he elite then? Do you feel like he's elite?
I think he's a really, really good running back. I think he's a really, really good running back.
I think I'm with TG. I can't say elite right now.
I'm with you, but
I can't say elite.
I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page. I think
he's really good. I think he's the best.
Are we putting him in conversations like with Saquon?
No.
No, we're not having.
So who is this comp? Do you throw him with Joe Mixon?
Different than Joe Mixon. Different. He's more like he's in conversations with like Chubb or like.
But is Chubb elite?
I would put Chubb
because I think
Najee.
Chubb is elite. I look at Chubb in that category.
I think Chubb's done it more consistently for a longer time. Like I'm not putting him quite with Chubb, but he's in that conversation.
All right, here's some running backs: Derrick Henry, Barkley, Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Dalvin Cook. Etienne had 1,100 yards this year. McCaffrey, Aaron Jones.
He's with Etienne. He's higher than that. He's in that combo. He's higher than Etienne. Etienne's dangerous though, but he's with the Etiennes. He's quietly with Josh Jacobs to me. I'd be like Josh Jacobs, but Josh Jacobs goes crazy. But he's with Josh Jacobs. I would love to see that. If the Steelers could finesse that, if they could swing Josh in free agency this summer, he come over here. You want 2 more?
But that's the thing though. But that's where you throw me off though, because you said that that Najee is closer to a Josh Jacobs, but then you're like, yo, I would do whatever to get Josh Jacobs. But then when we say, yo, is Najee elite? You like he really good? But then I'm like, yo, I think Josh Jacobs is in that conversation of trying to be elite. I think he's nice as heck. But when I think of like elite, you're right. I think of like Saquon. Like he's the one for me. And then from there I'm like, because Derrick Henry been hurt. I need him healthy. Derrick been hurt. That's my issue.
Derek's elite. Don't do that.
No, but I said he's not healthy right now. That's all. I'm saying when he's healthy, he's elite. Like that's who he is.
That to me, I'll be real, and this time might come off. That to me is who Najee is. Like in a sense of he's not quite as elite as Derrick. He's not Derrick. I'm not gonna do that. But you see how that gets hurt a lot. You see how that gets nicked up, and that's a super mutant. He's a super mutant. He's like the level up. Like,
I'm with you. Yeah.
So I just think that lifespan is short-lived. Like I just think the lifespan. I think Najee's really a good running back. I really do. Like I do.
Yeah.
I think he needs either another good running back in here with him, and I think 30's a good running back. But when I say real good running back, I'm saying somebody who gonna come.
Who can really lead the dance when it's warm out until it's the winter months.
Yeah, really, honestly, Najee shouldn't even have to play these them first 4 or 5 games. Like it should be real slow motion. You know,
that'd be funny. We could have like a really good introduction for him or something when October hits.
Hey, it's October football, ladies and gentlemen. It's Najee time. Get ready to roll out them 22s, baby.
They say you get remembered in November and December.
Hey, I hear you, Coach T. I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you.
That's his days. Like I think that's him. He showed me a lot. I thought he ran real hard last weekend.
Yeah,
he ran hard. I don't know if he ran like a man possessed or that's who he is every week, because those are different things.
I think he ran like he had beef with somebody, but I don't.
I think the boys played hard for Coach T last weekend.
Yeah,
I think that was we got you. I think
we'll get a similar thing this weekend though, because you know the narrative now. Hey, you can't lose.
Let's finish everything we started.
Hey, we finishing every game and no losing record, baby. Come on now. We know that's still very much on the table.
They've done everything we said. They came in. They changed the QB. They had to go through the growth pains.
We said after the bye, it's gonna get hot.
After the bye, it would get hot. Everything that's happened has happened. Like we said these things. Najee is a good running back. This is his time.
Yeah.
So he's gonna make you love him right now. But I'm just saying that's not.
You don't want to drink. You not believing that this is year round.
All the Kool-Aid.
Got you.
Yeah. You know, like I think he's crazy in the winter. I think he's really good in when it's hot. I think he is good, but I think that's a different style of game for him. I think boys make business decisions when it's cold. You really I don't know about that, but I don't think them same business decisions come when it's warm, because it's not like he's running people over. Like AP was running people over.
Oh, he doing it in September. Weather. Yeah. September, he gonna hit. Pa! Yeah.
Like I don't see people get ran over. He's like a body.
Boy said AP gonna run you over. It don't matter what the weather is. Yeah. It'd be pissed off that you tried to tackle him.
Come on. You're not getting in front of that at no time. Like it's a decision.
I'm good. I'm straight.
In Najee's defense for this season, though, he wasn't right health-wise early on, because he was hurt in training camp and everything in preseason, and our offense wasn't as clicking as it is right now. Because I was with TG, remember, before the Falcons game, I was like, Najee has not looked right. I think
you're drinking the Kool-Aid though, because is that a defense? Are you actually just saying exactly what we've been saying?
No, I'm not disagreeing with you that he's way better for us or more valuable for us as the season goes on in November, December.
He is.
Just because the nature of his style of running. But I don't know if he's as bad as maybe we saw in those first couple months because of health and injury.
Let my body puncher punch the body. Y'all want head punches. That's why.
You just said.
Yeah.
Once again, just how you just said. I don't know if he's as bad as we thought he was per se. I never thought he was bad. We just thought he was.
I just didn't think he was healthy. Yeah, he just didn't look right.
But to me, that's who he's gonna be in a sense of beat up.
Expect this more going
Yeah.
forward.
We know
I'm like,
because
beat up
that
is a
is that
normal-
position. Yeah, that's that
Yeah.
position and his style
Beat
of
up is
play.
who he
He
is,
gets
yeah.
hit. Yeah, yeah, and that is the difference. Yeah,
Christian McCaffrey is fire up there.
yeah,
He just is beat up all the time.
yeah, and he makes
The
a lot of
best
people
ability-
miss too. Yeah,
Yeah, the best ability is availability. You already know.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, yeah, he's elite. He's not elite, but he's a really good running back. But he's gonna be beat up. Like he's gonna be he's like Pacquiao. He go in there and he just swing. Like he's gonna get hit back. Like these boys are
yeah,
gonna,
it's real. I'm telling
somebody.
you, it's not like that's like I said. Why I made that analogy. L. Bell was gonna be this and this, but he's not gonna take them shots. We never really saw L. Bell take shots. Like
But
get
when
like
L. Bell would
hit,
take
hit.
shots,
Yeah.
we would lose L. Bell for like a month.
No, absolutely.
2 months.
Because that's that position. Yeah. Absolutely.
So the main wrinkle in your theory is then it will Najee stay healthy for the next 2 or 3 years because you believe in him to the degree if he's just on the field and healthy, he'll be productive.
Yeah, I think he's a good running back. I think the mark that gets him is that first round mark. I think that's tough.
Yeah.
I think second round running back, we don't have no conversations about.
I agree.
I think it's the fact that he's a first round guy. That's tough. And I think it's also the fact he's a big guy. You can't change that. That's what he is, and that's what you love. But at the same time, that doesn't last.
Yeah.
That just doesn't. I've just never seen it last. Even AP went down. I haven't seen.
And
it.
AP, like nobody wanted to believe that, and it came back filthy though. It came back filthy though.
And he's different.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen no big back survive that style.
But also with AP was a lot more explosive in terms of he could outrun you as well. And that was what so with AP it wasn't always he's gonna run me over. It's like, he could also run by me, and that was what made him so difficult to defend. Whereas with Najee, you're not necessarily worried about him running around you. You're worried about him just running you over. So, yeah.
One-on-one with Najee,
tough.
you're going to make that tackle.
Right.
You're going to make it. It might hurt, but you can make it.
Yeah.
One-on-one with AP, you still might not make it.
You might not touch him. Like, seriously, yeah. Now, I get that dynamic then. Whew, okay. Well, the final one, I guess, that I'd have.
Game preview.
Because you saying that the game's going to get played, I have a strong feeling that I'm with you, that, the machine's going to keep rolling, because I was breaking down how we were wired mentally as athletes to compartmentalize. Everything is just, it's like, it sucks, I'm sad, but we just go. That's what we do. We just keep going, keep playing. So, with that being the case, how do you see Sunday how do you see Sunday playing out, man? Steelers, Browns, Deshaun Watson, Kenny Pickett, TJ Watt, Myles Garrett. How we living?
It's crazy? I think this is a trap game. If there was a trap game, like I think the emotional high of last game is so high. I would love to. Yeah, I'm scared of this one, but I love to see Pitt. I just think they're hot. I think they come out and play for Coach T for sure.
Yeah.
I think last game was, how it's like you got 4 more games to run and this is number 3.
Yeah.
And that third game is the one you're like, this is the dog.
We got to get over this one. If we get over this one, we good. And they got over it.
Yeah. So this is that, like.
Can we breathe? Man, are we going to take a sigh? Yeah.
You can't breathe.
Yeah.
You can't breathe. And this Browns team isn't like a very good team. They are good talent-wise, though.
Yeah.
I think they're still finding themselves, too. They're doing a lot of stuff similar to what Pittsburgh's doing and finding who they are. I think they're still trying to identify how to run that offense with Deshaun. So
like you say, you see little pieces of it. It's coming together, but it's the timing thing, too. Like, you're doing it in season.
Still got Amari out wide. Like, let's not forget, they got some pieces in there.
You sleep on it if you want to. You sleep on it if you want to. Yeah.
They have an elite O-line. That's not a bad team over there. Good corners, good safety. They got 2 fire linebackers. Fire, don't let them sleep. So, but anyway. So I'm saying the Browns are one of these teams, like, they can catch fire at any time. But at the same time, they're not a good team. So I think it's one of them games I would love to see Pittsburgh jump out on them. If they can jump out on them and put it away early, I think it ends early. I don't think it's a fight. But you can't really you don't want to let them hang around too hard. It's one of them games you want to do 28-14.
Get up on them early. Yeah. Start
get
fast.
up out of there.
Start
Start
fast.
fast.
Yeah.
It's all about the start fast. Like if they start slow and they let the dog fight become a dog fight, then it gets weird. The Browns is one of them places they start believing in themselves. They'll believe.
Oh yeah, no, you know that. That's how they play the game. Yeah. When they get confident, it's like, okay, now they run a little harder, they pass rush a little better, they coverage a little stickier. Yeah.
I think it's the time of year where they ready to say Cancun on 3, so it's like if you can jump out on them, I think they'll shut it. I think it'll get,
you said them cars done shipped. They done shipped them cars. Oh man,
cars already shipped out.
They over there like, yo, what's up with this 30-day lease, bro? Hey, look, let me get up out this thing early. You know what time it is.
It's time to get ready to get to the summer.
See, Deke, these are conversations that don't happen a lot in Pittsburgh. But if you play elsewhere, this is a real conversation, man. They'd be like, yo, it's December. Hey, bro, you shipped your car yet? Like, bro, my car been shipped 3 weeks ago. I'm in the rental right now, bro. Don't trip. This lease is over.
You going to Cancun?
Hey, come on, bro.
Cabo? Which one
hey. You know I'm more of a Cayman Island type dude, all right? But you know everybody gonna have their spot. Hey, yo, all right. As soon as this game over, I got my XB and I'm out. All right?
I already got my ticket book.
I'm holler at y'all. Hey, son. I'm
holler. You know how it go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so what we got score prediction then, man? How does this? Oh, because you said you're feeling trappy. You feeling a little trappy.
I'm scared of it. 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 I think Boswell will have a good game this week. I think
now, see, as soon as you said Boz, Deke started reacting because you see how Boz been acting lately. I thought it was just a Justin Tucker thing because he was in the stadium. You know how it go. Sometimes if it looked different, it's like, oh, all right, you know what? I'm cool. I'm gonna just tuck my chain in today. All right.
I didn't see that.
I thought that's why I figured. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know, it was one off. But that's why Deke and a lot of people, when you was saying that, it was a little, yeah.
I think he'll have a good game this week. I think he'll knock his free throws down per se.
There we go. Take your time, baby. They free. Take your time.
Take your time.
Take your time, bro. We need these, bro.
I can see something like 31-21. We'll do that.
Who wins?
31-21.
Who you got winning?
I have to say Pittsburgh. You know,
I mean, technically, you don't have to. You don't have to say.
Yeah, man, you gotta sound more convincing than that.
Don't make it like I called you and text you say, "Hey, yo, come on the show," but yo, you gotta say Steelers win. Hey, that is not what we on over here, dude. This no. You were on Steeler Nation Radio earlier. If it's between the hours of 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Steelers Nation Radio. This 6 o'clock p.m. This is like our XM. This is like Sirius XM. When you on this, you see what I'm saying? We don't just like when we on Still Nation Radio.
You can drop an F-bomb too if you want.
Yeah, on Still Nation Radio, everything is Steelers. On this, Deke talks about his love for the Buffalo Bills. We talk about WVU. Like we got just a lot more leniency when it's the podcast. You feel me? So you don't have to say that the Steelers are going to win. Here we go now.
Deke's post game is elite. I am probably his biggest fan.
Let's go.
I was disappointed that it didn't get up in the first 5 minutes. I was looking for him to be because when Kenny threw the game winning last time, he was turned up. He had me turned up. I'm like,
Thank you.
I didn't feel that.
TG said
I was a little disappointed.
TG was over there hype.
Man, I was looking for that energy. You gave me that energy in the stadium. Like I felt you. I felt you in the stadium. I didn't feel that this weekend. I didn't feel the energy.
I was a Permane.
You know what I mean?
Let's go. That boy said Deke had me turned up, man.
On the pad. You didn't do none of it.
Oh no, it was on backwards, dude. I was so drunk. I was drunk. It was on backwards.
It was still a Ravens pack. It was just reverse order. That Ravens pack did hit though, bro.
Look at the beginning.
The Ravens pack is elite.
See it a little bit.
Yeah, shout out to the Ravens pack, man. Consistent.
You gotta be the same.
I was drunk both weeks.
TG. That McDonald's #1, it's the same wherever you order it. It doesn't matter. You want to be the McDonald's #1.
I'll be at the game, bro.
You know what Vince gonna do.
You know what it was a defining characteristic. Let's go, man.
I was truly disappointed. I was like, where's the energy?
Hey.
I'm like, we just got a game winner that might have been.
If you're not about to get kicked out, if you're not about to get kicked out for that pack you lighting up, man, you ain't doing it right. If they not over here like, hey, mister, could you put that smoke down? If you not blowing that gas in their face, like, bruh.
I did that at the backyard, bro.
You see what I mean? Like, yeah.
No, don't do that.
Hey,
don't do that.
Shout out to Deke. Deke said, hold on, I got you real quick. Yo.
That'll probably be the last time you do that. You won't do that in Morgantown. You won't do that in Morgantown.
I thought you were going to light it up for me.
He said he got that pack.
Are you going to record the video for me?
You won't do that in Morgantown.
He say, yo, he gonna have that WU pack singing Country Roads about it.
We don't have those. They don't sell those. You can't afford those. Those are way out of. Those aren't here. Those don't happen. Those aren't real.
I love it.
You don't even want those. Those come with problems.
I love it.
You don't want those.
He said, y'all be over there singing Take Me Home. He be over there. Boy, this WU pack hit. Lord.
No. That's like that K2 back in the day. Like, no, you're never getting that. You're never getting that.
So that's the K2,
that'll give you some problems.
That'll have you in the firehouse, man. Hey, you don't want to be on the gas.
That'll have you in a lot more problems than you're looking for. Right? We not doing that. It won't happen in Morgantown. I'll tell you that. It won't. It won't.
That's funny, bro.
Though. I don't know, man. I think it's a trap game, though. I really do. I think it's a trap game. If they start fast, is Minka going to play? Is he beat up? Is he good?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He'll be good.
We always just say they're going to all be fine, but we're going to do our due diligence real quick. Hold on.
I'll check it real quick.
Deke is checking right now.
From what I remember from Tomlin's press conference.
They put so much tape on his ankle. Did you see him?
Bro, he had the stank OG like college freshman year spat, the one where you're not supposed to get spat, and they like, yo, we got you, like
just put all the tape.
Yeah, that's definitely what that was. I said, y'all couldn't even get that man black tape, like, bro, why y'all playing with him like that, man?
Minka
just
DNP
put all the tape you can put on.
So say it again, no?
DNP for Minka.
Minka was DNP. Today. All right.
Tomlin said in his press conference, I think he'll get more participation as the week goes.
Miles Jack also was DNP with the groin. Now, he has missed the game, what was that, 2 weeks ago? When did he just miss with the groin? Yeah, so he's dealing with a little groin right now.
I was going to ask you that. That's what nobody's talking about that.
No. I need to know what you want though, because I wanted to ask you because you saw the rotation. 41 played all his snaps.
What rotation?
41 played all his snaps.
All game.
He played his snaps, but it was another individual.
I love him.
I love him. Okay. Can we talk about him? I know exactly who you talking about. You talk about Mark Robinson. Absolutely. I'm a fan. I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan.
LT Jr. to me.
Bro,
like, he plays so hard.
Thank you. Law dog. That is Law dog. Swear, bro. Swear.
He can run. I love him.
C-ball, hit ball, bro. C-ball, hit ball.
What Nation's looking for. I don't know if y'all know.
Bro, facts.
I think that's what you're looking for. That's that linebacker. Okay. That's a Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker. Like, he's a dog.
Okay. I'm just glad that you got excited, because I was over here like, bro, when I watch him, I'm like, son, it's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter. They can't deny that too much longer.
It is only a matter of time, bro.
He plays hard,
bro.
He's hitting everything moving.
He don't shy. He low key got some quicks with him too. Like,
did anybody see him run from the other side?
The effort play. Come on, bro.
I'm like, what is that?
Bro. That's. Think about it. That's what we get pissed off with Cam Hayward in practice for. The extra, you like, bro, what you doing? And to see the young boy doing that, that's major. You're like, yo,
I like him a lot.
okay.
I like him a lot. Give him a new number. Get him a little bit cleaner in there.
Let's get
I
him
like
a
him
new
a lot.
number. Well,
I like him a lot.
there is a number in the inside linebacker room that could potentially become a free agent. How do you see that dynamic playing out?
That's gone. I appreciate your effort. It just didn't work here. I can see it going to Jacksonville and doing all right, get quiet, you know. That's gone. He doesn't even play. 41 played the whole game last game. He played under the whole game this game. That's over.
He say,
It just
yo,
doesn't work.
he
It
say,
just
yo,
doesn't
thank
work.
you for your service. We appreciate you. Your
Effort.
Oh man.
Now you know if I'm on the trade, Najee trade, you know.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
riding with that.
I just needed to
You know
know
I'm done with that.
because both of them carry that one.
Yeah.
They both got that
Yeah.
one tag, and we the reason why I always like to talk to you about the LB running back dynamic, because we hunted it and we were also on that side of it, man. So it's like we see it differently. That's like what we know on an intimate level. So yeah, I'm with you, bro. It's certain things where it's just like you can't keep putting that out there. Yeah.
He needs to get to a small market. I think that, and that's not no shots on him, but his market, he needs to get somewhere like, and not that it's small,
where it's less pressure on him. No, it's less pressure on him though. You're right.
Yeah. Detroit would be a nice place for him. You know,
because when you talk Steelers linebackers or Steelers defense, it's just a lot
that Detroit would be perfect. He went to Michigan. That would be absolutely perfect.
See, you say Detroit. I even think of like, man, if he could get with like a Giants type scenario, one of them, just a team that's still competitive, because he's still good in certain elements. Right.
Yeah,
he's good in certain elements, but I do feel like at times what we expect here in Pittsburgh, that's not real everywhere else. Like that's a different.
I think he's a 4-3 linebacker.
Oh no,
I think he's a 4-3
that.
linebacker.
But the tape showed that.
4-3 one back, one gap linebacker.
When we played the Eagles, man, we did a lot more of the 4-3 stuff. It was one of his. I think it was his best game that I've seen him play. But it was because of him in that 4-3 element, so to speak. In terms of just him downhill with it. And
one back, one gap.
Yeah,
you got your gap.
Simplified. Yeah.
I think he could do everything. Denzel Perriman does up there in Oakland. I think he would do pretty well in that. I think that's who he is. Like he's not built in that 3-4. You kind of gotta eat. You gotta cook for yourself a little bit. Like, you might gotta get a guard off you. That tackle might come clean to you. Like you gotta survive in there.
And it's a different ball game. Yeah, it's different.
It's different. And you gotta be cerebral. You gotta know like it's not gonna hit there. You just gotta be real cerebral.
When to rock back, when you need the 2 gap, when you stay in your gap, if you lose the ball, all that's it's a lot.
It's different in that 3-4. It is. And you know, I love the 3-4. I do. But he's a 4-3.
Even though that is so weird to me though, TG, that you like the 3-4. I look at you and I'm like, bro, you 4-3. You should like the 4-3.
Yeah, I love the 3-4. I love the 3-4 because you can run.
Oh, okay.
You can run.
Yeah.
The Shaziers of the world. You know, that was my spot.
Yeah, I know how you feel. I know.
I see you on the other side of the center. You know.
Y'all backdoor gang. I'm with it, man. Us non-athletes, us bruisers. I hate on you guys because I'm like I'm not a backdoor guy. I'm kicking in the front door. I'm heavy-handed. You know what I'm on. Like that's
4-3 Sam.
Absolutely. We putting hands on it. Like I want a phone booth. I want a phone booth. I don't want that.
You want to fight? You want to fight?
Yeah, let's lock the cage. We not running. Lock the cage. Let's go. Y'all athletes. Y'all space players.
I love him though. He's the linebacker of the future. You know, right now it's him and Miles Jack. He'll be the starter.
So don't draft a guy or sign a guy.
Ooh.
No, that's the guy of the future. Y'all know that. Y'all see that.
I mean, I'm with it. You know I'm with it.
He's a dog.
You know I'm with it.
There's no way they're gonna hold that off for this long. They're not gonna keep holding that off.
I don't care what you bring in here. Yeah, Spillane, he's the super sure. That's your number 3 dude. He can get you out of a pickle. That's what you need.
You can get out of a stadium.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Can run your defense. It can cover.
He can check all your boxes. Yep.
And they'll bring in another one. No. But that's what I said. That's done. That's done.
So we got your official pick yet?
Yeah. So now that we have cleared the area and you understand that this is not a you have to always side with the Steelers show. This is the janky time. This is, the kickback. We talk about, we
You want me to tell the truth?
you know what I'm saying? Like we talk about the
Tell
pack.
the truth.
We you notice when you were on Still Nation Radio, we weren't talking about the Ravens pack. We don't talk like that on that show. That's you guys. It's a little more buttoned up. You get the applause. Up here, we talking about that packet and we coughing like it's a little bit looser, okay? You catch my drift. So it's a different vibe. The pregame for this show and the pregame for the morning show, night and day.
Okay.
Yeah, you catch what I'm saying. Night and day.
I see where you're at.
Yes.
I see where you're at.
Why you think it's always a great time when you call, bro? We ain't
What a
never
time.
tripping. You know this, right? Oh, okay. What a time.
What a time.
So how you feeling? What we gonna get prediction? Real score this time.
I got something like 21-20 Cleveland. It's gonna be something really. It's gonna be a heartbreaker like that. Like I got something strange.
Yeah.
But I want to see Pittsburgh win.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me when I say that. I want to see them win.
Facts.
But I think it'll be something like it's gonna be like a 1-2 point game, like on that's devastating.
Yeah.
Or like he made it.
What's the critical, like whether they making that play or us missing a play? But I mean, because they are talented, they got pieces. They got pieces.
I think they're a good team, and I think I don't want to see Coach Tomlin lose this game because I want him to keep going with the record. But I think they go in there on such an emotional high from that Baltimore game that they come in here a little bit tired, sleepy. Is that the right way to put it?
Yeah.
And I don't think Cleveland has nothing to lose. And I think the most dangerous team is a team that don't have a tomorrow. So I think, like, the way Cleveland is looking in terms of they're moving forward, because they can't make the playoffs. They're done. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying to play spoiler. That's what they did last week. They played spoiler to Washington, and then it was like, hey, we got one out. Now I think, was it Myles Garrett? I think he was the one talking. He said that.
I didn't hear him.
Yeah, I think it was Myles Garrett said that, the next thing they're looking forward to is knocking us out. Yeah.
I just think that's who they are. Like, I think that's what they're the people. They just want to ruin people's seasons.
They a bunch of haters. That's what they sound like.
I think they're haters, but they're a good team.
No, they are.
They
got talent.
Team.
They got talent. Yeah.
And it's late, and it's quietly starting to click a little bit. Quietly. So it's like, I just think if Pittsburgh doesn't get out, if the first quarter is not like 10-0, 14-0, I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a heartbreaker.
Damn, I was hoping you were going to say third game-winning drive in a row for KP8.
Oh,
when you were talking early on, that's what I was thinking.
Man.
Ooh.
I mean, I'll be real. I'm excited to see KP8 because I need to know if it's real. Like, is this who you are?
Yeah.
Or
like the sample size is getting larger. That's my thing. Like when I start to see it more and more and more, I'm like, all right, I believe it. But right now he's making a case. He's making a case for it.
He looked elite last week.
Yeah, he's definitely making a case, bro.
Yeah, not elite, but he looked very, very.
I'm
very
with yeah.
Like, he looked very good. That was special.
Yeah,
that was a special game. When
you put the Najee elite term on Kenny. I got it. I got how you said it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was special.
The real question is, I know you were talking about around the league picks and stuff, so we do have a couple games that are related to the Steelers and making the playoffs. So what happens in those games? Bills, Patriots.
Buffalo, New England. Buffalo wins.
Okay.
They play with their heart on their sleeve. They smashed them. You already know how that goes.
Jets, Dolphins.
Hey, we hitting everything moving. And when they done, they gonna know what this is. Yep.
Come on, we playing with our heart on us. You know how that's going.
You know what that. You know what you are.
Our brother. He almost died out here for us.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Yeah, they're gonna
them. You already know. Yep.
And New England has no offense.
None. None.
If you believe you could put a D coordinator on offense, that's what happens. That's what happens. If you think you could just put anybody in there, that's how it goes.
You call plays on defense? Oh, man, just turn the call sheet around and call it for offense, man. You good.
He just calling plays.
Yo.
He just calling plays.
Situational football, what you call it, man? I don't know. Number 2, the second play up here. I'm going to just call this one.
This what they ran on us last year. Like, what we doing?
Oh, yo.
All right, then Jets, Dolphins.
Jets, Dolphins. Is it in Miami?
It's in Miami. Yeah.
Is it? I'll double check.
I thought it was in
They're
there.
talking about Skylar Thompson.
Yeah, because And they signed Mike Glennon. They signed him to be the
Jets
backup
win.
because
That's terrible sign. You know what it is. Jets win.
Yeah, at Miami, and then you have
I'm not
us
gonna get
losing.
upset.
Oh, come on,
But at the same time, you know the Jets they sending out it's Mike White again, right?
Yeah.
But Mike White's their quarterback.
Okay. I mean,
Mike White's their
they giving him an audition. They giving him an audition.
No.
Yeah,
Mike
Jets
White's
are gonna
their
play hard.
quarterback.
I feel like.
I think the Jets win. I think they'll confuse the quarterback situation.
So you telling me everything good gonna happen, and then the most important thing is not gonna happen?
Yeah.
Oh, you trying to
all
ruin
these games
everything.
are at 1 o'clock.
Oh,
too.
Lord.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
You trying to have us sick over here? That's what that sounds
you
like.
You can't act like that. Last year, the football gods were in the.
They blessed us. They did. We could have definitely had it. Last year we weren't supposed to be in there. It was supposed to be a draw. We know that. It was supposed to be a draw. It was supposed to be a tie, and we were not supposed to get in. I'm with you.
I think the equilibrium's got to equal out a little bit. You know,
they said the world gonna correct itself.
Yeah, it has to correct itself.
It's gonna correct
What goes up must come down. What goes down must come up. Like, you were blessed last year. He gave you one.
Yo, because you right, literally everything, even the Jags beating the Colts last year, bro. Like,
and I remember
think
that
about
was
that.
never supposed to happen.
Never.
I won $400 on a $20 parlay.
Bro,
Steelers and Jags.
Like, that was never supposed to happen. Oh man,
it doesn't line up this year. It just doesn't.
All right, there.
It's a wrap.
All right.
But it's a wrap on a high note. Everything will end on positives in the sense of. It's a lot to keep moving forward with, you know?
All right, no doubt. I can dig it then. So I just wanted to end it with this then. So not only is Terence Garvin, just so y'all know, this is Terence Garvin that I'm referring to here. So not only are we gonna miss the playoffs, not only are we gonna have all this optimism because these other teams are gonna win the games that we need them to win, but you're also telling me that we're gonna have history be made. Also, that Coach Mike Tomlin is going to experience his first losing season at the NFL level. Is that specifically?
He's not putting it on record.
Because for me, I'm cool with Steelers not getting in the playoffs, but I think it's because we beat Cleveland and Buffalo. I don't know if they show up in that mindset, even though I think they will. I just don't know.
Buffalo's gonna win.
I feel like they will. I feel like they will. I feel like they will. I feel like they will.
Buffalo's gonna win.
You know, I feel like they will.
Buffalo's gonna win.
They're
emotional. They're on an emotional high.
I just feel like it's one of those type of games that alters the Steelers' playoff chances. But I can't throw it in that Coach T gonna have to.
I just don't see
TG, you can't be a part of the group. Well, granted, for both of us, we're lucky. We're not a part of this group. But yeah, you don't want to be a part of the group that's the first losing. It's like, yo, you know it. That's been like the thing that we always talk about. You know what I'm saying? Woof.
That's been forever.
Yeah. That's
gotta be the longest. That's the longest.
It's death, taxes, and no losing seasons for Coach T with the Steelers. Everybody knows those. That's how it is. Ooh.
Not this year.
Ooh.
Not this year.
Man, all right. So yeah, he said the Mother Nature really coming back with a vengeance to correct everything. She said, "Okay, I got you, Coach T, for all them successful years. I'm spinning the block. All right, y'all got into that playoffs last year. Okay, here, how about some irony? The other team's gonna win, y'all lose. Heartbreaker, game losing field goal. Ew. All right, all good, man. All good. I like it.
All right.
I like it, there, man. Well,
all right.
You have anything else, man, on your end?
I got nothing.
Well,
just disappointed.
Hey, as always, bro.
Georgia for the national championship. That's all I got.
Are you sure?
Georgia wins it all.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Georgia wins it all.
Are you sure? You sure?
Georgia wins it all.
You ain't worried about TCU?
No, it's over.
All right.
That was TCU's national championship last weekend.
But
yeah.
Would your okay? If this was Ohio State playing the Natty, would it change your thoughts, or would it just be it's Ohio State? Because I mean, there was a field goal away. Think about it. Ohio State was just field goal off, right?
I didn't know Ohio State could fight with them.
Yeah. They was fighting. Yeah, and let's be real. You can make a case that they should have won the fight, but they did not.
It was no way he was making that kick. That kick was way too much pressure for a kid.
Oh, bro, as soon as they called timeout, you could see his face. It was like, yeah, he's missing. Everybody knew that. He was going to miss it. Absolutely.
It was over. He's missing that. I banked it. He was missing that. It's no way. That was a 50-yarder too. It wasn't no chip
but you know how we do in sports. Ohio State got whooped by Michigan. TCU was putting the work on Michigan. Ohio State should have got out of the stadium versus Georgia. Now we got TCU versus Georgia.
But check this out. Georgia hasn't lost to nobody in what, 2 years?
You said you got to get corrected every once in a while, though, right?
Yeah, all right. Not
Monday. Nobody thought that Bama could ever lose until it happened.
I just don't think you can give them coaches all this time to get ready for it. Like, it's gonna get like that. It's gonna get like that. I don't care. Georgia's too strong. They're gonna punch them in the mouth.
For sure.
Oh, TCU wants to score 50, 40. That was their style. The fact that it got high scoring like that, they was happy about that.
Yeah.
They're not worried about D. They're trying to score. Georgia's not about to play that game with you. Punt. You're not just going on us. Punt.
We're going to see. Because that's the dynamic. When I look at that offense, I'm like, yo, Ohio State, they scored a lot, man.
They did.
They scored a lot.
They did.
Do you think their offense is better than TCU? Or do you think TCU got the better offense, though?
I just think it's a different kind of offense.
All right.
I think that 3-3-5 is going to struggle against Georgia in a sense of you trying to bring them safeties, you counting them in the run game.
Yeah. That ain't gonna happen. Tough. Yeah, that's the 3-3-5 versus Georgia running attack. That's going to be difficult. Yeah.
I want to see if that nose can hold up, if that front can hold up.
Yeah.
They're just gonna get pounded on. Georgia's arguably the number one tight end in the nation got hurt. They brought in this number 4. He comes in moving people. I'm like, y'all not seeing these things?
Yeah.
This they third, fourth string dude in here moving dudes. Like, I just don't see it.
All right.
Give me Georgia back to back.
All right, so he got Georgia back to back. Okay, and then you got Browns and a heartbreaker getting it off on us this weekend. All right. Well, as always, man, always a blast when we get a chance to chop it up with you, man. Stay safe out there, man. All right, and keep your birthday celebration alive too, man. Keep turning up one time for the coach. Okay.
My guys.
All right, bro. Until next time, baby. Peace.